Yeah. All right, columnist for the Washington Examiner, Patrick Gavin joins us. He's also the editor for Fishbowl DC. It's a website. I love Fishbowl DC.
Thank you very much.
Nice of you to join us. So, I guess, first of all, we won't talk about the porta potties. I think we're just going to move right on and get...
I've always wanted to be introduced leading in with porta potties.
Yeah, you're flattered, aren't you?
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about the speech, looking ahead to Barack Obama's inaugural address. I heard they were trying to make it short. That seems impossible.
Well, certainly if,
history, that's how.
well, if the last Democratic president is any history, short speeches are not their forte.
Oh, dear.
So that's no doubt. But yeah, if the temperature holds up the way it's been, sub-degree weather, then he better keep it short, or there are going to be some people heading for the exits, I think.
I think so. And also, there is a chance that it could be inside if we get a turn for the worse in the weather. I understand there could be a decision that happened back in 1985, obviously.
Yeah, and that I think would create a very ugly situation. You get all these people coming into town, millions of people. They don't want to go inside. They're not going to be able to get in. The ticketed people would get in, but that's about it. Obama really wants to make this for the people, so you go inside, it's going to, I think, have an air of elitism to it because only the top people will get in. Yeah.
Mike Barnicle, speaking of elites, Mike Barnicle, let's talk about inaugural addresses. Some of the great speeches in American history, short.
Very short. It's very short. I mean, John Kennedy's inaugural address was 18 minutes long, 19 minutes long, somewhat like that. Some of the greatest speeches ever. Look at the Gettysburg Address. Yeah. That's like a minute and 15 seconds. Would have been perfect for cable TV.
Brevity is the soul of wit.
Lincoln's second inaugural, I think, was superior even to his Gettysburg Address.
Yeah.
Very, very brief. I bet it was a couple of hundred was all it was. It's just enormously powerful, moving, and old. It was like an Old Testament prophet talking about, blood drawn by the sword and blood drawn by the lash.
Right, he would know.
I worked on that. I helped him with that.
I think there will be lots of symbolism alluding to Lincoln, I would think.
Yeah.
Even the Bible. I mean, everything he is looking to Lincoln, even with the train ride that he took yesterday.
Yeah, it's almost getting to be Lincoln overkill a little bit. It's like, all right, we get it.
Hey, Pat?
Yeah. But obviously it's a natural person to model himself after.
But they forget when Lincoln came through Baltimore, he had to pass through an assassination plot, came through in the thick of night, chained trains, he was under disguise and everything. The Pinkertons were all around him. He had 2 assassination threats. Yeah. And Baltimore was hot with secessionist spirit. I remember that too, Barney.
That was leading it. Yeah. So you talk about the other. Give us other examples because there are so many parallels
and I think
with Lincoln.
A lot of those guys up later.
Yeah. Right. I mean, I think that there's a couple of things that runs the risk of being overkill. First of all, you just walk around D.C. and all you do is you see Barack Obama's mug on every store, on every button, on every placard, on every poster. So I actually wonder if Washingtonians, who obviously love Barack Obama, this is like a 90% Democratic district. Literally, I was walking through Georgetown and there was a female clothing store that had Barack Obama's head just plastered all over the front display, and it's like, that seems to be a bit overkill.
That is kind of exciting, though, isn't it? That we've got a president.
Yes,
he's a rock star.
He is a rock star, and for this week, anything goes. There's no such thing as Barack Obama overkill. Now, after January 20th, when he has to deal with the budget, and if he makes a slip, you might see some of those posters coming down. But for now, it's a Barack Obama love.
You're right. I think he got 92% of the vote here, Joe, which is unbelievable in Washington, D.C., even for a Democrat. And Republicans never do well. That's astonishing.
Well, that and also the fact that, the African-American population has something to celebrate
That's only about 6% of the city now.
Yeah, but the people have come in.
Mike, I want to bring up your dear friend, Tim Russert. I don't think we remember him enough. A year ago, Tim was telling us, hold on to your seats. It's going to be a wild ride.
Yeah.
I don't think even Tim could have seen this coming the way it came. What would he be thinking of this right now?
I think Timmy would have been so excited by the excitement around us, the pageant of it, these people showing up from all over this country over the last 2 days. They're so excited. I think he'd have been so thrilled with the American fever that all of these people have.
You are so right, Mike Barnicle.
It is infectious.
Yes.
Everybody sort of gets a lift from it.
Got live look outside of the people. Got live look outside of the people.
We have Buchanan saying yes we can in Spanish. He's so excited.
Si se puede, right. We're going to do it all here, Joe.
And we want to thank you, the columnist for the Washington Examiner, Patrick Gavin. Thanks very much for coming in.
Thank you.
And as we go to a break on this special